What is going on, guys? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. Today we're going to be opening a package that arrived while I was on vacation. My neighbor threw it in my shed for me, and this is the Goldshell E-DG1M. I cannot wait to check this thing out. I think it's kind of similar to the Jazz Miner units, but this is a Dogecoin and Litecoin miner, making roughly around 10 bucks a day or so, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get this thing unboxed. Let's check it out inside the house. Then we're going to set it up in the solar trailer, and we'll get into the computer. We'll go over all the profitability and all that stuff, and then go from there. So first things first, we got to check it out. Let's do it. I ain't gonna lie, this thing's kind of heavy for a Goldshell miner. It's kind of shocking. Again, I think it's like the Jazz Miner, but we're gonna have to see. I think it's a server rack unit. Let's check it out. Seems like it's well packaged. Oh, no, does this thing have Wi-Fi? Ooh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. And damn, they sent me all the plugs. Look at that. They sent me an American plug. Hell yeah. I don't know if I'd want to run this thing on 120 volt, but I guess you could. Maybe we'll give it a shot. I'm kind of nervous to blow a circuit, though. And then this is like an EU plug or something. I'm not going to use this one, obviously, but let's see what we got here. A couple handles. Yep, it is a server rack style, just like I thought. And let's see. Ooh, nicely wrapped in some static bag here. A static protective bag, rather. All right, I'm going to need two hands to get this thing out, so give me 1 second. Let's pull this thing out of the box. This thing is really nicely built. Look at it. It's actually heavier than the Jazz Miner, to be honest. And looking inside here, I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it looks like an ASIC laying right here, right? There's two fans. Legit looks like the ASIC part. And then it ends here. And then the PSU, there's a wire that connects the PSU on the inside and just has it hooked up right there. We could take this apart at a later date and take the lid off. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I want to take this lid off. I want to see what this looks like inside. Let's do it. All right, so there's two screws on the back that I just took out right there, and then there's a screw here and a screw on the other side. Now, these are warranty stickers. Please know that if you guys unscrew the top of this lid, your warranty is voided, all right? So I'm doing this. Obviously, Goldshell sent me this for review. I did not have to pay my own money, so I'm not as concerned as I would be if I did. So I am going to open this up. I just want to take a glance inside. We're not going to unplug anything or mess with anything, really. I literally just want to see what it looks like underneath this cover. Once I take off these two screws, I believe this whole thing just slides to the back. All right, moment of truth. Yep, it does. And I was right. It looks like a freaking ASIC laying on its side and a PSU just mounted to the top of it. Wow, that's crazy. So they just put it in a server rack form, a 3U form, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's 3U. And wow, that's cool. Honestly, I like it, to be honest, a lot more than I would a normal ASIC, just because I can mount this thing alongside the Jazz Miners and all that. So that's pretty freaking sweet. Let's see. Can I read the top of this PSU? Looks like it is, yeah, 100 to 240 volts. So you could do 120 or 240, 20 amps max. And yeah, it says 1800 watts for the output. Interesting. Man, that's crazy. All right, let me get this lid on. Let's get these handles mounted. I want to get the Wi-Fi thing on, and I want to get this thing out to the trailer. And let's hook it up. All right, made it out to the trailer. We got it all hooked up. So I got the power in, the Ethernet plugged in here. Now all I have to do is get the AL Box 2 Plus power on, because I stole the outlet for that, and it has a meter attached to it, as you can see. So I'm going to use my phone, and we're going to turn this thing on right now. Where are we? Right here. Check that off. I love this switchable PDU. Turn that on. As you guys can tell, everything else is off in this trailer. It is late at night, and I need my batteries to stay charged throughout the night, but everything just came on, 240 volts, obviously 1.4 watts. Right now, I don't have anything turned on at the unit. There is a switch on the back, so let's turn that on and see what happens. Got the fan spinning. There we go. Hopefully this is immediate and it's not like the Jazz Miners that take forever to start mining, but 5 watts right now. Let's give it a minute or two. Wonder how loud this thing gets. It's pretty cool here, actually. 50 degrees or so Fahrenheit in the trailer, and that is 9 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty cold in this trailer as of right now. Again, I didn't have anything on because today was kind of a crappy day, to be honest. And we had a lot of rain yesterday, so I was letting the the batteries catch up throughout the day, and I just had the AL zeros on that are up there. But we need to test this guy. So, all right, there we go. Must be mining already. 1,500 watts or so. 1496, 1502, 16, 18. All right, so it's climbing pretty quick. It should be around 1,800, I think. And I believe there's a couple power modes, so we're going to be in the dashboard and check that out in a second. But yeah, 1,600 watts already. Man, I love this 6000 XP setup. Shout out to Signature Solar. If you guys are interested in solar stuff, go check out my link in the pinned comment. I'll leave a pinned comment for this guy down there as well. But let's go get in the computer. I want to see what this thing does for hash rate, and we'll come back out here and check the wattage in a few. All right, I lied. Just before we get into the computer and actually go over things, I want to show you guys. So right now we are on hash rate mode, and we're at 1778. About 1780, right, for wattage. So just under 1,800 watts like it's advertised. And it's actually pulling right now 3.44 gigahashes or so. So that is working literally exactly as advertised. Now let's go put this thing in low power mode and see what the wattage actually comes out to be and what we get for hash rate. Okay, low power mode. Looking like 1,115 watts. Wow, that's actually significant, and we're about 2.5 gigahashes on this unit right now. So let's get into the computer, let's go over the numbers, see what's more efficient to run it at, and I'll see if the price is right. Okay, here we are over at GoldShell's website. First things first, I just want to look at the product itself before we get into the actual efficiency and all that stuff, right? So this is the unit over here. So this thing's going for $2,965, and we'll obviously see if it's worth buying at the time of recording, right? Dogecoin, Litecoin, and Bell Miner. It says it's 5% off right now. I know you guys get a little bit more off with code CHUMP on checkout, so I'm going to add it to cart. I'm going to see if we can check out and just type in the code and see what it actually comes out to, because I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there's an issue. Why is there an issue? Oh, here we go. All right. Code CHUMP. Let's apply the coupon. Sorry, we do not have enough GoldShell. I think that's a lie. But oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So this is an issue. That's not right. There's no way that's right. I think you're supposed to get 20% off with my code, which is about $600. And this is supposed to be the total you pay. Yeah, that's well, that's a good deal if you can actually get that, but I don't think it's going to happen. So we're going to say the price of this unit is $23.72 because I am 100% positive this is supposed to be flipped around, but $23.72. All right, that's going to be the price that we're going to go off of on on this video. Anyways, this is the dashboard that you guys are going to see. Let me zoom in a bit. So when you first get this unit, right, it's going to be in Chinese. You just need to swap it to English so you guys can see what the hell you're doing. You can see I have it in low power mode right now. We're looking like an average of 2590 for hash rate. I've been up in mining for about an hour and a half at this point. It's been pretty consistent on low power mode. So we're going to check out the efficiency on hash rate mode versus low power mode. We can do that in a second. As you guys know, when you unlock this unit, you're going to go and type in 1 through 9, right? That's the initial password. That's how you get into it. 1 through 9, users admin, right? When you first start it up, you guys can change that inside the system if I'm not mistaken, but you can see I have my unit going to my F2 pool address. This is the address they used when they first send the unit. So if you just plug this thing in, obviously you're going to be mining someone else's address. Please don't do that because that is just foolish. Doesn't make any sense, but they do this for testing and in hopes that somebody will plug it in and just kind of leave it plugged in. Right now we do have 2 hash rate modes, hash rate mode and low power mode. And idle, obviously, if you guys want to put this thing to sleep and just leave it running for whatever reason. If you can't physically get to a place to shut it down, you can just put it in idle and it'll just pull low power and obviously no hash rate. But I have low power mode on because I'm in the crypto mining solar trailer. It's obviously running on solar and today is super rainy, so I'm not going to be pumping this thing with almost 2,000 watts. We're going to keep it around the 1115 that we saw in the video not too long ago. You can see the script algorithm is going to be obviously script LTC. You can't change that. So right here is where you connect to the Wi-Fi. Over here on the dashboard, it's just in system, and then you can obviously click on the unit and you guys can type in the password and whatever else you need to do once it's here. But obviously you can see I'm already connected. I signed into this thing a little earlier, but all is good. Wi-Fi works on this thing, so this is like a dope room heater, especially if you guys can get it for the $593 shows over here, but I doubt it. All right, $2,372 is the price we're gonna go off of, obviously. Now I took a notepad here and I actually kind of wrote down what we had. Unfortunately, I can't blow. Oh, I can blow it up. Look at that. All right, so low power mode, we had 1115 for wattage, and the hash rate when I wrote this down was 2595 and 2590. So we're just gonna do the 2595 in the calculation because who cares, right? All right, let's get the calculator up here. Let's see what we got. We have, all right, again, gonna open this. So you're gonna do the wattage divided by the hash rate. That is how you get the efficiency. So 1115 divided by 2595. That is gonna give us a 0.42 efficiency rating. So I'm gonna do 0.42967. Okay, and then we're gonna do the hash rate mode is 1775 for wattage. We're gonna divide that by 3445 because that's what I got when I took that screenshot, and we're looking at a 0.51, so 0.51523. We're gonna say 24 because that's a 9. All right, so that is the lower number here is more efficient. So low power mode is definitely more efficient by about a point. So that's very good, actually. I'm gonna keep it on low power mode in the trailer just because, again, I could push it and get a little bit more out of it, but again, it's less efficient, and I can run other things with it in low power mode as well as other units in low power mode. So that makes more sense to me to kind of leave it right here. As you guys know, Mr. Red Panda Mining has this entire spreadsheet built out, right, for all different kind of coins. You have Bitcoin, Caspa, Radiant, Ethereum. He has them all here: Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Cadena, Nervos, Handshake, and Equihash, right? So Litecoin is obviously the list we're at, and the Goldshell E-DG1M over here is at a 5.29 on his sheet. So that he obviously calculated off the actual specs inside like ASIC miner value, right? What this thing spec'd at, 1800 watts at 3400 mega hashes, right? So we're getting a little bit more mega hashes and a little less wattage, so it's a bit more efficient at, again, 0.515. So that's at least we know we're on par there, right? And the reason that the lower number is more efficient, as you can see, if you guys want to compare like these two L9s, right? Bitmain L9 right here, and you can see the other L9, 16 gigahash unit, 3360 for wattage. You can see the efficiency is 0.21, and the 17 gigahash unit, same wattage, is 0.197. So lower number is more efficient. Now let's go to ASIC miner value, I believe. Is that the website? Let's see what we got. This isn't the one I use. Oh no, it is the one I use. It is. I don't know why that looked weird. All right, anyways, let's check out the E-DG1M over here. See what we're looking like at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, what this thing is saying that we will make. Where are we? Right here. 3.4 gigahashes, 1800 watts, roughly $8.61 a day. Again, that's at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Let's just see what I'm getting at 0 electric rate. As you guys know, solar trailer, I am killing it out there with no electric. So about 13 bucks a day, $12.93 to be exact. That is not bad. That's not bad at all. Again, this is at the less efficient, and obviously probably a couple bucks less because they're getting way, well, about a gigahash more or so, a little under a gigahash when it's in low power mode. So whatever, not a big deal, but that's pretty sweet. About 10 bucks a day on this thing's not too bad. But if we were mining at a 30-cent electric rate, if I had this thing plugged in exactly what I pay for electricity, I'd be losing 3 cents a day according to ASIC miner value. So obviously it's going to vary depending on what your electric rate is, and this thing isn't exactly correct all the time. It's just kind of a guesstimate, so take it as you will, take it with a grain of salt, right? But roughly around there. We're just going to go back to 10 cents
And we're going to, actually, you know what? Let's do 17 cents. 17 cents seems to be the national average for homes in, you know, with electric rates. Looking like $5.58 a day. So let's just do a little bit of fun math, because why the hell not? All right, so if this thing wasn't messed up, you'd probably be paying $23.72 for this unit, right? Again, you're getting 20% off with coupon code CHUMP, unless you can somehow weasel this to charge you $593. I again, this is a mistake on their half. Obviously, something's wrong. The $593 is supposed to be up here on the coupon, and this total is supposed to be down here, if I'm not mistaken. So $23.72. Let's pull out the calculator again. We got, all right, 2372. We're gonna divide that by $5.58, just by whatever ASIC miner value says. $5.58. We're gonna get 425 day ROI, or payback, break even, whatever you want to call it. This yeah, it's a long time. I mean, it could be worse. And Dogecoin and Litecoin are most likely going to go up. What's the price right now? Let's go to coin 360 and see what the price right now of Dogecoin and Litecoin is. So we're looking like Litecoin is at 94 bucks, actually down today, and Dogecoin's been killing it. It's actually just under 40 cents, 39.6. So that's only about a 1% down. Now, Litecoin I still think has a giant amount to move. That's just my opinion. Probably a 3x or so, if it can reach its all-time high, right? It's still about 70% down from its all-time high. Dogecoin, on the other hand, I'm not super confident it's going to get to $1. It's got a unlimited supply. Its market cap's already insane. If we go to CoinGecko, looking at Dogecoin, it's ranked number 7th in the top, you know, 100 coins, or on the top 10, right? It's at a $58 billion market cap. For that thing to get to like 80 cents, you're looking at what, $116 billion market cap. That would be flipping BNB, which is at a 94 billion. It would actually flip Solana. That's at 111 million. So that's sorry, 111 billion, if I could speak. That is that's a lot. That's a lot for Dogecoin to be able to flip that much. Like Litecoin, on the other hand, again, it's down here at a $7 billion market cap, which is much easier to climb versus Dogecoin. But I still do think, you know, with the Department of Government Efficiency coming to fruition when Trump takes office, I still think Doge is going to have a lot of steam behind it. Even though there's no correlation there, I still think it's going to have some sort of push up just because of the name. But we're 77% down on Litecoin, and these are like the coins that I tend to try to gear my bags towards, because there's a better upside potential for coins that are, you know, 80% around that mark, down or so. If you look at the max chart, Litecoin got to, like, you know, the peak of 2017 bull run, it was close to 355, and then it was 2021 was around 407, I believe. 410 was the all-time high in May 10th, 2021, right? Sell in May and go away. That's what happened. Things dumped right after that. So again, take it with a grain of salt. We are making higher lows over here, as you can see, for Litecoin. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this unit, if you guys are looking for something to just kind of heat your house for the winter, it's pretty freaking sweet, and it's definitely going to be quiet because the server case style. It says it's out of stock right now, but I don't think it's actually out of stock. I think they must have flipped it to out of stock because they realized my code wasn't working properly. But nonetheless, I mean, this seems like a decent machine. The Litecoin and Dogecoin miners do seem to last for a very long time, especially looking at like the L7. The L7 has been killing it for years, 3+ years old. The L7 9050 over here is still making me 20. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm at 10 cents because I'm down at Terra Hosting. Shout out to them if you guys are interested in hosting. But $26 a day I'm making on my 9050 3+ year old machine. So I would not underestimate any of these Litecoin and Dogecoin miners. It's just one of those things that always seem to perform pretty well.
So that is going to do it for the Goldshell E-DG1M. This thing's fantastic, and it's super freaking quiet. You guys can probably hear the rain tinging It is starting to rain, and yeah, I gotta make this quick. But this thing is fantastic. It's pumping out decent amount of heat. It's only 54 degrees in this trailer right now. I don't have anything else on. Obviously, you guys could tell the sun is not out. So we're just gonna run this for a little bit today, and that's pretty much gonna do it. But again, we're still at 1115 watts, so it all looks good on low power mode. You guys have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.